It's an unbelievable mess out there.
It's just like hammered with trash.
Plastic garbage forever. It's hard to see.
That's pretty crazy that you can be in these rural places in Alaska and still have all this trash.
It's a rough environment.
It's just log jam for miles, and there is trash all the way down to the ground.
It's really a hard cleanup.
It's a little disheartening. It almost seems like too much, but you know, every bit makes a difference.
We are riding the Alaska Railroad to Whittier to meet up with the boat to go out to Montague Island and help GoAK clean up the coastline. Yeah. Woo!
We have just pulled into Whittier, Alaska. We came from all over the country yesterday, and we're outside of the Lazy Otter right now. We're loading up on some coffee, waiting for the boat to get all packed up. We're meeting up with Chris Pallister and the team of GoAK. About 3 years ago, we came up here and did an introductory story with them called Keepers of the North. This is a follow-up project. For our team at Rivers or Life, our goal is to do 1,000 impact projects by 2050. It's hugely impactful for us to be part of these projects, to be able to document these projects. Being boots on the ground is an awesome experience for us, but hopefully it's a great impact and legacy that we can leave for the next generation. We just left Whittier and we're headed out to Montague Island, about 65 nautical miles out. And our plan is to spend the week hurrying over to the windward side of the island where all the trash is accumulated, picking it up and putting it in super sacks, and then stashing them far enough up the beach and above the tide line and just consolidating as many bags as we can. We kind of have a mooring out there set up where there's two boats hitched together. So that's kind of your guys' home base. Pretty comfortable living out there on the boats. They're all set up pretty nicely.
Montague is about as far north in the Gulf of Alaska as you can get. And it's a big barrier island that protects Prince William Sound. It's like a cotton gin for garbage. It has all this trapping structure there, so it just catches a huge amount of garbage. You know, every conceivable kind of plastic you can think of, you know, consumer products, but by far the most by volume and tonnage is commercial fishing debris. Nets and lines and buoys and floats and, you know, styrofoam, and just goes on and on and on and on. We're going to try and clean as much of that outer coast as we can, and we're going to wind up with tons of garbage.
You've probably heard if you get attacked by a bear, generally play dead. Curl up on the ground, cover the back of your neck. My name is Trevor Rose, and I pilot this boat, the Kai, out here. We have 5 different boats, and these in essence are our volunteer boats. This is where they sleep and they eat. Everybody's got the option to be carrying a bear spray out there. I want you to be carrying one. 2 of us carry pistols, and that's more of a last resort kind of thing. Like, this is first, because we're not here to disturb the habitat that way or disturb the animals. This is a safety here, this orange thing, right? If you need to fire this thing, you just pull it off, and then you can plunge down on that. One quick spray and you give a quick sweep. It's dangerous out there moving on the log jams. Safety is vital. Don't be speeding around.
I can't stress it enough. The rising terrain into the main rotor is super dangerous, along with walking around the tail rotor. Make sure we're communicating, making sure we're going slow. I just want to make sure we're doing this safely. I'm Nick Hall. I'm a helicopter pilot with Alpine Air Alaska, and we've been contracted to support GoAK with their beach cleanup operations. We start the day by shuttling the whole crew out. That's 3 flights.
You know, Chris Pallister talks about from the cruise ships that are way off the coast, this coastline looks pristine, and it does. Even from the helicopter, we might see some of the bigger buoys that are brightly colored, but we're not seeing like all the little pieces of trash.
The terrain here is really different than anything we've cleaned up before. You kind of saw it in Keepers of the North, but to be here and to try to navigate the logs that are all slippery and rolly and the plastic and trash is kind of like trapped underneath them, it's really a hard cleanup.
It's tough work, but it's worth it because who else is going to do it? Nobody's out here. It's completely uninhabited. And so the fact that what we're doing all throughout the world is affecting such a natural space is mind-blowing, and happy to be out here helping with it.
Very few people have probably ever been on this beach, and yet the footprints of mankind are all over it. That's a big reason I want to come out here and help out.
The project has morphed over the years from being pretty small scale, more intimate inter-coastline stuff. You know, we could do things quick, and it's since morphed into this bigger project where we day in, day out grind and pick up garbage. It comes from everywhere. It's localized. A huge amount of it's from the other side of the Pacific. Everything that's caught in the currents in the Pacific garbage patch gyre. Storms kick stuff out of there, and eventually it just gets pushed here from the currents. It's endless. Try to stay motivated and energized every day for 2 months straight or 3 months straight. That's the challenge.
This is day 41 that I've been out here, and there's about 60 left to go. It's gonna be a long summer. The reality of 7-day weeks is just starting to set in, but it's hard to not be happy out here. It's gorgeous and working with great people. It's been pretty much best job of my life ever since I got out to the beach.
I've kind of revolved my life around busy work seasons, kind of intense work, connecting with the outdoors some way. This is a lovely way to try to have an impact. It is impossible to get every bit. With the funds available, the time available, we do what we can when we can, and hopefully we make it a little better for the parts of the beach, the parts of the islands that we do cover, whether it's a small organism or a deer or a bear or just the fungi and bacteria and the fish, you name it.
You come out here and you see all this trash and it's like, holy crap, there's a lot of trash. When you're flying in with the helicopter and you see all these super sack sites, you're like, oh yeah, it's cool to see that, you know?
It's amazing how when everybody gets out here and just starts working, you don't realize, just how many super sacks you've filled up. If it wasn't for the palisters and all of the volunteers, this island, this beautiful place where nobody lives, would just continue to fill with trash. We created this mess. We can clean it up too.
Today we were doing a lot of helicopter slinging, so we're just taking the smaller groupings of super sacks and moving them by helicopter over to a larger site. We're just positioning them so they're upright and they're going to be in the best position to sit there for a little while.
We'll come back and get those down the road. We'll have the barge off the coastline, and we'll take the helicopters to get all this garbage off to the barge and then to port. Within 4 days, we got anywhere between 40 and 60 super sacks, tons and tons of strings of buoys. It feels awesome to see it consolidated. You fly over the beach and it looks clean. It looks like it should, and that's a huge reward. That's how it's supposed to be out here. Having the Rivers of Life crew here filming everything is super important. Documenting it and getting out to the world, it has a huge impact.
It's really been an experience that I will cherish forever. I guarantee it changes everybody's life, everybody who comes and volunteers.
It's just really cool to see the impact that these organizations can have. You can't do it alone. Collective action is really the takeaway. As we complete this week, but as we complete multiple projects, just continues to be the theme.
We're better together.
It's been such a cool experience. I think any time that I can lump together some adventure and something new while also making a difference and feeling like I can go back home feeling like I've made a positive impact, that's a great thing.
When we fly over the beaches that we have cleaned, I know it's not, but it's kind of like we put it back in the state where it's visually looking pristine again. For everything that we pick up off the beach, that item was impacting that environment in that one little spot. So maybe it matters to the organisms that are right where that one piece of trash was, and like when you add all this up, and maybe you're having some kind of better effect.
And that's enough, right?
It is enough, yeah.